Thank you, Finance Minister, for that clarification. And I think that was very important. And since, Finance Minister, you have referred to the banks, and this has been coming out in your various interviews also, that instructions are to the banks that they must disperse loans. But the past track record has been, to some extent, a reluctance on the parts of banks and financial institutions for several reasons, and I'll spell out a few. One is the obvious fear of NPAs or non-performing assets. The second is the fear that investigations for even loans that have genuinely gone wrong for bona fide reasons gives the officials a fear of investigation. And a third is a related line, which is that SIDBI, as an agency that refinances or refunds the bank's amount, they don't adhere to a fixed timeline. So banks also are worried about their balance sheets and their entire creditworthiness. So when you are interacting with the banks and their top management, is this message also going that do not worry about this? Are these concerns being addressed, ma'am?
Absolutely. And you've raised a very important issue, and I definitely would like to give it a bit of an elaborate answer. All the 3 points that you raised as concerns which banks have had in their minds earlier and may have even now are absolutely well-founded. In fact, through my last 7-8 months, I've spent at least 3 different times with the banks to say the fear of the 3 C's, as they refer to it, the CBI, CVC, and also the CAG, should not be in their minds. And at one point in time, I had the CBI director and 2 joint directors who deal with these matters come and sit. And those days it wasn't social distancing, so all the bank officials had come. We sat in one large room and discussed threadbare as to where this fear comes from. And subsequently, we also came back to remove from circulation and also withdraw some of the orders which the Department of Financial Services had issued, thereby giving some confusing messages. So as regards the 3 C's, based on which they were very scared, we have withdrawn the notifications which may have caused some fear. Also formed a CVC Vigilance Vetting Committee. It's not CVC. It's so much a Vigilance Vetting Committee headed by an eminent person who, before the cases from the bank go to the RBI, would vet the cases to see if there's a vigilance angle. If there is no vigilance angle, it shall not be sent to the CBI or to the RBI. It would go back to the bank saying, enough of CBI references, you can take a departmental action and finish it off there. So that step is also being taken by us. Second point about what if commercial decisions taken by the banks faced with a difficulty when the decision goes foul because of a commercial failure, a genuine commercial failure. Even on that, we have made sure that banks are sure that if you take a decision and that goes bad, and if there's no mala fide, we shall not do anything and you can please go ahead. This was an assurance given some time back before the budget of February this year, 2020. But now, yesterday, I have reiterated that by saying, if a decision goes wrong and if there is a loss, if government has given 100% guarantee now, it is not going to be on that individual officer, nor is it going to be on the bank. And therefore, without fear, they should take this automatic route, in the sense everybody is eligible for additional term loan and additional working capital, unless the client himself says, no, I don't want it, I'm okay, you may go ahead doing it with others. So that is the second. And the third is about how risk, am I right? Am I remembering
yes,
right?
SIDBI and refinancing. Some because
SIDBI and the refinancing. Yesterday, they were also present. In fact, I'm setting fairly short intervals for them to come up with result-based performance. I shall be monitoring them on a weekly basis, I've told them, and they should therefore speed up. This alert was given to them even as we were just about announced the 5-day package, and therefore work has already commenced. They're already moving. Like the NABARD has already gone ahead issuing monies to the farmers, which was also one of the big announcements made. So in a way, I think on all these 3 points, we have tied the loose ends. Now it's a question of me monitoring to execute it in time.